This is the Milo Beasley Show. This is the Milo Beasley Show. There's only one thing you need to know. This is the Milo Beasley Show. And now, here's your host, Milo Beasley.
And welcome to the Milo Beasley Show. Hanging out here at Best Wrestling. My guest, for the first time since episode 157, we are now 242, Effy.
Oh my god. Am I going to have to make a Cliff Compton shirt with the episode numbers on it like he did for 6 years?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just got to put my episode numbers on there and sell it as a gimmick? I'm into it. So much has happened.
Yes.
I lost my ridiculous tan.
Yeah, what happened to that?
The membership is monthly, and sometimes you don't auto-renew.
This is very true. Where'd you go? I go to South Beach. I have a membership at South Beach.
I also go to South Beach.
Go to,
yeah. We go to South Beach to get our legitimate tans.
So you pulled double duty here tonight.
I did. So I had a tag match, which I lost. Well, I didn't lose it. Beasley lost it.
Right.
And then I did commentary for the championship match with Saeed Al-Sabah and Diamante. And then I told Saeed Al-Sabah that in April, I'm going to beat his ass to take my belt back. In so many words.
Right. Is this something your agent got you? Wait, your agent's a dog now, right?
So what's funny is, ever since I publicly made my dog my agent, my emails are it's like, Cranberry, can you please talk to Effy? And I'm just like, just because she can do it on the show, just because she has good computer skills on the show, she doesn't answer my emails, okay? That's another guy, Ted, who's not good on camera. We keep him in the back room. It's like a little gremlin. That's the guy really answering it.
So we're pulling back the curtain and we're letting
This is the real thing. There's this guy who lives in my house, and he answers my emails, and it's not my dog. She's busy on the couch being lazy.
That's what dogs do. My dog is way more famous than is like way more over than I am.
You want to say it's the worst, but then I started thinking about, like, when are we doing meet and greets? Because dogs with jobs, we were talking about this last night. Dogs with jobs, okay? You see these posts that are so inspirational. Like, this dog's a firefighter and it saved people from a building. This dog's a cop and it prosecutes nonviolent offenders. Such hero stuff. And then you think about it and you're like, this dog doesn't even know it's building an economy and helping these people and not getting paid correctly. Pensions for pets. This is the company I want to start. I want to start suing companies.
Change.org?
It's a change.org. It's a petition. We're going to start suing companies for not paying dogs. You have to pay dogs if they're going to do jobs.
Absolutely. I saw, I don't know, we're going down this dog rabbit hole. I saw a post today, and it was like dogs dressed up as wrestlers.
Oh, no.
Like there was one with the Ric Flair robe on. There was one with the John Cena wristbands. It was fantastic.
See, this is the first thing I think of, though, is there's also an Instagram of dogs in drag, further pointing to drag queens and wrestlers are the same thing, and I will keep saying it.
Are they?
All right? We're all anal about our entrance music and our walkthrough and our choreography, and we want our tip money and our merch money, and we want to get paid, and we want our drink tickets so we can get non-alcoholic PBRs. We want to perform, and then we want to get out of the geisha, back into our clothing, and not get stopped in a gas station by people asking to take selfies.
But drag queens probably go to the tanning. That's way
100%.
More than
They do. And
way more than we do.
You're like, well, wrestlers don't pad. Drag queens pad their bodies to look more feminine. Right. Wrestlers pad. You know how many of those dudes have socks in the front of their trunks? Don't fool yourself.
It's the TV.
You gotta look TV ready.
Is that what that means?
TV ready bulge.
I've been doing it all wrong.
Brother, your bulge isn't marketable.
Is this why I haven't been on TV?
You have to just...
Okay,
and I had a trainer. This is the real tea. I had a trainer who would do it when we were training because he could not let anyone know he didn't have a massive, flaccid ween.
I didn't think... So you have to, like, keep it... pardon the pun, but keep it up.
Yeah, dude. That's a lifetime of kayfabe. And you can never date anyone in the business because they've only seen you with this big sock dick.
Right.
So you can't reveal that.
Right, and you can't take anybody home after the show.
No,
you just gotta.
I wish some nights they get a little too much. You can't take them home after the show anyway.
See, but I like to just when I'm done, especially if it's a close show. Actually, it doesn't matter. I would drive 8 hours. I'll just wear my gear, like whatever. Just I'm done with whatever.
We got a Serpentico over here. I've seen Serpentico still in his mask whipping out of the parking lot.
Yes.
The man finishes his match and leaves the building. It's incredible.
Yeah, the only problem is when you forget to get gas before you go to the building. And then you're sitting out there.
You have to pump the gas after the show.
Wearing my trunks with Bearsley's face on the front.
It's 1 a.m. You're not wearing pants at a gas station. And it's the third weirdest thing there.
Especially if it's a Flying J.
Oh,
all right.
dude.
So I have a game I would like to play with you. This is the first time ever we are doing this on the Milo Beasley Show. It could go incredibly bad.
Okay.
Or incredibly good. The game is called I Like My Men Like I Like My... So it's like, I like my men like I like a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, I like my men like I like my refrigerator, cold and full of meat.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you random words. So, Effy, I like my men like I like my watermelon.
Okay. All right. I like my men like I like my watermelon. Filling my mouth with seeds that I then have to spit out in the toilet. Is this too dark?
I did not.
Is this too dark? You knew what you were doing.
I did, but I did not see
listened to
that
Beyonce
one.
song. Can I try one? And
Yes.
I'm going to fill in the blank.
Okay.
I like my men like I like my hot wings. Okay? Hear me out on this. They're way too spicy for me, but I bring them around to impress my friends, and I take a couple bites out of them, and then I realize I'm way out of my league. That's how I like my men.
All right. I like my men like I like my bicycle.
Overinflated with me on top. Got to get those tires really pumped for the bumpy roads.
All right, we'll do a couple more.
Please.
All right. I like my men like I like my microwave.
Oh no. Okay, this is. I'm going down a path here on this.
All right.
When your food is not as good the next morning, but they heat it back up anyway, and you sit there and you eat it, and you're sad. You know, the night before when you ordered that pizza,
Yes.
it was hot and crispy, and those little pepperonis were just how you like them. And the next morning, you got to put that pizza back in the microwave to wake it up, and you're eating that soggy pizza, and you go, "This was way more fun last night. It's not great in the morning." And you got to throw the rest of that pizza out after you microwave it. I guess it was more like pizza than
Right.
microwaves.
Yeah.
You know, with the metaphor still involving a microwave.
All right. So last one. I like my men like I like my dinosaurs.
Stored underground and turned into crude oil when I'm ready. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me so hard.
This is an experiment that went extraordinarily well. I think.
I think it's going to open some people's minds to what
I think
to
so.
how my brain works.
I think I would like to make this almost like a contest.
Yeah.
Where it was like you and somebody else, and you had to go back and forth to see who could be the most disturbing, possibly,
But see, here's my problem, and I was talking about this with someone the other day.
or to
which
see if you
is,
could make the other person crack.
I have found more success in wrestling since I stopped censoring myself at all. And people have crazy thoughts all the time, but I'll just say stuff. And can I say the worst thing I ever said the other day?
Yes.
We're full adult?
Oh, yeah. Okay, warning if...
And at first you're going to go, I don't think this is the worst thing I've ever heard. You're going to think about it, and it's fucked up. I think in the year 2019 of our Lord, herself, up in heaven, that you should be allowed to come about your friends and tell them about it. Okay? I think I should be able to be like, oh, hey, like, Brad, what's up? Had a really intense fantasy about you and came thinking about you. And Brad wouldn't be freaked out by that, and he'd just be like, honestly, I'm honored I could fulfill your fantasy.
Yeah.
And we just open ourselves more as a society to being honest about our fantasies. But then I thought about it again, and I realized as I'm speaking through this, and I didn't remember this part, the real problem is the people who tell you that they're coming about you are not the ones you want to hear it from, ever. Ugh.
No.
Keep thinking about that, guys. That's going to take you down a dark road.
I'm sure. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, you might, but
get it.
I know a ton of female wrestling. A lot of my
yeah.
friends They get that message all the time.
Dude, there's a darkness for female wrestlers that I'm so sorry they have to deal with. And I get a little bit of it. I get a lot of like, let me buy your old panties, let me touch your body, let me buy your old pantyhose, which is fine. I make money and I charge
And that's
extra
just
to rub
Tony.
it. I'll go to the gym and charge you extra to rub it, so hit the DMs. But the girls, what they have to deal with, I'd be telling everybody I was a lesbian day one so they would not come near me in wrestling. I would. Because the trainers are gross, the wrestlers are gross, the fans are gross. Y'all gotta stop talking to women like you know them. You don't know them, okay? Buy a fleshlight like a grown-up and stop fucking harassing me. Them, the women.
This went down a weird path.
I mean, what did you expect, Milo?
It was super personal.
Where did you think it was going to go with me? This is where it goes. It's honest dialogue. It's the truth.
Yeah, I think, like you said, things have changed a lot. I mean, you've
so much.
Obviously opened up a lot more.
Opened up very much so.
You've wrestled children.
I beat that child's ass, but let's not forget, at the end of the day, no matter what the complaints are, she still beat me. I got beat by a child. Which really puts all my opponents in a conundrum. Because if you don't beat me, you're not as strong as a child.
Right.
If I beat you, right there in the middle of the ring, I got beat by a child. And if you beat me, who fucking cares? I got beat by a child. I've really mind fucked everyone into a no-win scenario.
Right, and it's a win for you.
Can I talk about a truth real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to tell y'all something I've noticed. And y'all can disagree. Y'all can say that Effy's a fucking diva. But let me say something. I've been putting out a lot of weird video content. And I try to make it weird. But I'll tell you what, the people who put promos up against me have stepped their pussies up. When you work with Effy, you feel it in your heart to need to step your pussy up. And I appreciate everyone who gets matches with me, who takes the time to do some weird stuff, who takes the time to put out something and make it beautiful. Thank you for stepping your pussy up for Effy. Continue to do so. Because I promise you by the end of the year, let me tell you something. If I don't approve, it doesn't get into wrestling. You can believe that now or not. We're talking in February, by the end of this year. If I don't approve, if I don't think it should influence us as a culture in wrestling, it won't fly. Was it too harsh?
No, I don't think it's too harsh.
I just
step your game up.
Step your game up.
Yeah.
If you ever come at me with a fucking vertical cell phone promo, I will cancel a match. I will pay someone to wear a costume to work me in a squash match because people will care. They won't care about you. They'll look and they'll say, look at this camera cell phone vertical promo. They'll go, we shouldn't go to that show because they're cheap asshole bastards who don't understand that entertainment has to entertain. I'm getting heated.
You are, so we're going to go ahead and go to our top 5. Like we do the top 5 on the Milo Beasley Show. Random, I see that you have the Gold Dust shirt.
The Gold Dust ex Marilyn Manson shirt.
This might be too tame of a question that people are like, especially after the conversation we just had. But we're gonna go with top 5 Attitude Era wrestlers.
Oh man. Okay, here's my first question.
Okay.
And I'll preface this by saying, I hate The Undertaker.
Okay.
With all my heart. I don't give a fuck about The Undertaker. And he's been trashed since, and you can disagree, has been trashed, and I don't care about the 5-star matches. Has been trashed, and I don't care about the retirement matches and the bullshit. Has been trashed since the American Badass gimmick ended. Is that ruthless aggression, or can we count the tail end of American Badass Taker as Attitude Era?
I don't...
If we can't, then
No,
I'll just
I
keep
don't think we
talking.
can because I think Attitude Era was, putting people up on crucifixes.
That's true.
So
that was real darkness ministry.
Yes.
All right, top 5 Attitude Era wrestlers for Effy. Scotty 2 Hottie, number 5. There was never a dull moment during a Scotty 2 Hottie match. Whether he was teaming with Too Cool, teaming with Rikishi, teaming with... It doesn't matter. Scotty 2 Hottie was more over than your World Heavyweight Champion during the Attitude Era. Don't come at me with no bullshit. Okay?
Okay.
4, Naked Midia. Because what the fuck?
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
3, Billy Gunn. Whoever can get themselves out of a cowboy gimmick after having it and become a cultural icon of butts, that's the most incredible thing. And I just used to think, God, those assholes, but they're so cool. And I'm not including Road Dogg because I think Road Dogg has been on a trash career path since about 2014. So, Don't come at me with that Saudi money. Are we on 3 or 2?
That was
Billy
3.
Gunn?
That was 3 was Billy Gunn.
Okay, 2 Attitude Era. And this, y'all gonna love this. Ken Shamrock. Let me tell you why. Not because I like Ken Shamrock matches, okay? But I worked a show with Ken Shamrock 2 days in a row a few weeks ago. And Ken Shamrock said to me, "What up, Effy?" And it was the peak of my career. The fact that Ken Shamrock knew my name and had watched me in a match, and we were mentioned in the same article on Bleacher Report / it was later posted to CNN. That made my life. Ken Shamrock, you're in my top 5 forever now. And then we go to the number 1,
yes.
which is obvious. It's obvious, and it's not The Rock. I don't give a shit. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm the big queer Stone Cold. I'm coming in to stomp mud holes and crack LaCroix and throw stunners and be wild and talk like Steve. And you can get your JRs in. You know, I mean, just, there's no one who encompasses it. If you have a different answer, you're probably wrong. I don't know. It's Steve Austin. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stun me, daddy. Stun me into oblivion, Stevie.
I don't know if that might get you on the podcast.
Maybe not.
All right, so where can folks find you on the social medias before we wrap up?
Instagram and Twitter are both at Kill Effy because all these motherfuckers are trying to. You can find me on Facebook. I'm not the jewelry company, Effy, but I'm Effy, and there's a picture of me looking real lackadaisical like this.
I think about you every time I see that jewelry.
You know what? Fuck that jewelry. Let me tell you about Effy Jewelry and how I'll never associate my name with them. Okay?
Okay.
It's cheap bullshit, it's overpriced, and it's sold on cruise ships. Go fuck yourself.
So it should be called Milo Beasley. You can find me on all the socials if you haven't already at The Wrestling Bum. Please check out some of our 241 episodes. And if you haven't watched 157, please do so like right after this.
You can understand both sides of it. How much of a dirty monster I've become.
Absolutely. All right, anything else before we wrap up?
Dude, just go watch wrestling and stop bitching about everything. And if you don't like it, shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you.
See you next week. There was a little bit of an error here before I introduced my guest. I was told I was going to get Cody, so I was super excited, but I got the Coda, which is a little bit better, I think.
Well, we are Coda, and we go down roads.
So this
So it's about the same thing, really.